I don't want to do other work. I really want to stay here after my learnership, so I'm going to do everything in my power.
Hi, I'm Phil Berman from Balanced Catamarans. I'm here in St. Francis, South Africa, where we build the 526 and the 620. And one of the things at Balance that we're trying to do is to be a socially conscious and environmentally conscious company. And here in South Africa, there's a great deal of unemployment, and there's also a lot of people that need to learn skills and to develop themselves professionally. And so a program has been developed here by Roger Paarman at Nexus and the team called the Learnership Program, where we bring in young people and give them an opportunity to learn skills. And if at the end of that training period they've proven to be skilled enough to work here in the factory, then they're offered employment. So I'm going to have Roger talk a little bit about this Learnership Program, which is a really exciting thing here at the factory.
Yeah, I think Phil's actually summed it up. I think you've basically said everything about the Learnership Program. But exactly, just to add to that, the unemployment is huge in South Africa, as we know. It's a big problem, and the skill level is difficult. A lot of what we see happening a lot nowadays, the guys come out of matric, so they've studied, but they don't have any experience working with their hands. And in a country like South Africa, we do need a lot more tradesmen. I think worldwide it's probably an issue, but South Africa especially, where we have a big labor force. So these guys are, wandering around looking for jobs, and there's a lot of IT guys, but they actually have the skill to work with their hands. So that's why we developed the Learnership Program for sort of the age of, coming out of school, 18 to 22.
So how does it work? How do they apply?
Well, so what we do is we actually asked a couple of the team leaders on the floor. We said to them, we're looking to introduce this program into the company, and put forward candidates. So they went out and sourced people in their areas, in their communities, and brought forward a whole list of names, and we sort of evaluated them, had a look, and we said, okay, these guys are suited candidates. What do you think? This is what we want, where we want to put them on the floor. So it was a negotiation with the guys that are going to control them on the floor. Employed them into Nexus. So while they're learning, they are earning a salary, a basic salary, but they, as I said, they're learning a skill. They are controlled by the guy that brought them in, say Lucas, who runs the fairing team.
So Lucas is mentoring.
He's mentoring
the young person
exactly. So he reports back to Lucas, and Lucas will teach him, and then after 6 months we'll evaluate him. So in the beginning, some of the kids didn't quite know where they wanted to fit in. They didn't know if they wanted to be in the electrical side, in the finishing side. After 2 months or so, they started finding we want to be there. So we've shuffled them around a little bit, and we're kind of finding their feet.
Yeah.
And
because you've got the factories organized in teams.
It's in teams. Exactly. Yeah. So you've got your systems teams, your fairing teams, your laminating teams. So we've shuffled these guys around in there, and some of them have done extremely well and thoroughly enjoying it. The enthusiasm is amazing. Instead of them sitting around at home, what do we do? Where do we go? So we go. We're developing. Exciting. It would be, the long-term plan with that is to try and involve our local municipalities in that, and maybe have a I won't call it a trade school, but a type of institution where these guys can learn the skill and come to us with the skill. But we can do it within the company, pretty much like the old the tradesmen. They would go and do an apprenticeship, same sort of system. So
and so the guys that are doing really well, when they get done, they're offered a job.
They're offered a job.
Which is so cool.
That's what we and
they got to come in and learn and then prove themselves.
Then they'll get permanent employment.
Right. So that's great.
So to identify them, everybody, you might notice in some of the videos, are wearing blue T-shirts.
So they wear the blue T-shirts.
No, they wear the red T-shirts.
Oh, they wear the red T-shirts.
They wear the red T-shirts just to identify who they are, and they're quite proud of their red T-shirts. It was actually quite funny because all of a sudden everybody want a red T-shirt. Now all my staff want a red T-shirt. So that was quite a. So and one of the Andrew Lenton, the team leaders, he actually wears a red T-shirt just to be part of their team, but he's not part of the learnership program.
Right,
So
right. Well, it's a really positive thing. I'm
Yeah.
really so happy that it's working, and
it's so far working well. It was a big risk factor and challenge for us, but it's working very, very well. And actually their enthusiasm sort of rubs off to the rest of the staff. So that's been a big plus for us, you know. So I think
that's great.
Yeah, great.
It's awesome.
How long you been at Nexus now?
I think it's 5 months.
5 months already. Okay.
We're on a learnership here.
Yeah. How's that going?
Great, bro, great. Like I said to Daryl, the guy is really in charge was, I don't want to go to I don't want to do other work. I really want to stay here after my learnership, so I'm gonna do everything in my power till I can stay here.